Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to hear my Writer's Loft. And I am so psyched to be with you tonight to share the cover of my story collection, Lyrics for Rock Stars, which will release on September 21st, 2020. This collection is so meaningful for me for two reasons. First, it's been 20 years in the making. I started it when I resigned from my teaching position at Battle Mountain High School to stay home with my daughter. And as she took her first wobbling steps, I took mine too as a writer. The second reason is that 14 months ago, I quit writing. Um, Even though I had had two literary young adult books come out, and one of them was a Colorado Book Awards finalist, I wasn't really making any money, and my agent dumped me. And, it's a business. I can see why she would do that. But I was completely disheartened. I was also at a low place in my writing. The whole business felt too dehumanizing, too about making the buck. And so I pulled way back and I looked at going back to teaching. I looked at career options, and I just felt too hard. I looked at myself really hard, and I looked in my shadows, rooted around in there deeply. And what I came back realizing was that writing is my life's mission, my dharma, my purpose. And specifically, what made me want to be a writer was to connect with readers. That connection is magic, the way a reader can lift words from a page and find meaning and become involved and invested in characters. And that's what I was looking to do. So I returned to writing with that in mind. And I thought, I'm just going to write to connect with readers, regardless of what market trends are, regardless if I don't get published. If I never make any money, so be it. This is just what I need to do. So I revamped my website. I started my blog, which is there, called Tread and Edge. And I started posting articles, essays, interviews. I've been a freelance journalist, so I could have sold those things, but that wasn't my purpose, and I'm trying to be true to that. So there was that, and Tread and Edge has been really successful, and I'm really happy about that. But then I pulled this story collection out of the drawer. Here's the story with lyrics. So I got my master's of fine arts in writing from Pacific University. And shortly after that, I had the collection, not quite all the stories in this collection. I added some more. But I entered it in several contests, some big national contests, and it was a finalist in all of them. And I thought, okay, that's nice, but there must be something I'm missing for it to consistently just be a finalist. So I put it in a drawer, took it back out, and reworked the stories from this new place. And in reworking the stories, suddenly the big overarching themes, the profound ones, became evident to me. And I was able to work the stories toward that perspective and to reorganize them. And lo and behold, I sent it out and it won the V Press Book Compilation Prize and is being released. So I am so happy about that. The other nifty thing that's happened with this new frame of mind is I also pulled out a middle grade novel that I really believed in, that I had written and my agent had said was no good and she couldn't sell it. And I reworked that and I submitted it to the Kraken Prize at Fitzroy Books. And I heard on my birthday that it was the finalist and that they wanted to publish that as well. So that will be coming out in spring of 2022, and I am so pleased about that also. So a lot of personal work, a lot of years have gone into this collection. So, want to see the cover? Pretty excited about it. I should say too, V Press, I'm so happy to have the book coming out with them. V Press was started by women. Its managing editor and director is Tori Amory Dale, who is a survivor of domestic abuse. So, such that they've made a short film about her. One of the themes of this collection is how we all move through history daily. We breathe it. Our actions are determined by it, and we don't even realize it. And how that process, what that's like. Included in that is how women have navigated history, how they've been treated, but also how they've limited themselves because of how they've conditioned themselves to these roles. So that's a major theme, and it just seems so right to have this book with V Press right now. It just feels, everything feels rooted and correct. So I'm so excited. So are you ready for the cover? I'm so psyched about it. Lyrics for Rock Stars. Isn't that great? Jessica Bell of Jessica Bell Designs made it. There is a story about a musician, obviously. And notices the plains and the city of Denver and the mountains and the sky. Time, all these places in our region. The stories even stretch down toward Monticello and Moab at one point. So there's that, and let me show you the full cover. That's what it'll look like on the shelf. I love it. I'll read to you the description on the back. This prize-winning collection brings to life skiers, ranchers, cyclists, suffragettes, tourists, supermodels, dead pigs, burro racers, religious beet farmers, immigrant miners, scorned lovers, penitent centenarians, and musicians. Some historical, some contemporary, its stories revel in their Western settings, as varied as the region's landscape. Yet each story explores the way society's values clash with our individual desires, compelling us, despite tears or laughter, to weave our lives through these opposing forces, often creating not a lifeline, but a noose. So, there you have it. Tuesday night at 6, I'm going to be reading one of the stories, Go. It's a short, so it'll be about 15 minutes. And that one is about the origins of ski racing in the mines of Telluride, Colorado. And then on Friday, I'm going to be doing a book chat with Nicole at the Bookworm, a live Facebook feed through their site on Facebook. And I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to discuss more about how the stories came to be and the themes of the collection and things like that. You can pre-order the book if you feel like it. I'd love it if you supported me by doing that. And you can do that, the 2 links on this post. One of them is for V-Press, and one of them is for the Bookworm of Edwards. During these times, I think it's really important to support your local businesses and your local bookstore and your local artist. So if you could pre-order, I would be so appreciative. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.